fucking nervous.
Mm-hmm. What's up, YouTube? I'm Brett.
I'm Lance.
And this is Rants Us. Today we're going to be doing a live stream over episodes 5 and 6 of The Boys. So, overall, are you getting back? I know you had kind of got out of the show a little bit. Are you getting kind of back into it, or are you just kind of...
I'm just finishing the finish.
You're just finishing the finish. Okay, there was some moments in here that...
There was a few.
Yeah.
But not enough for me to be like, this season was salvaged.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. I kind of feel like...
You have 8 episodes in season 2. You can't wait to pick up at season 6 and expect the season to be salvaged.
There was some episodes in between that I kind of did enjoy.
I didn't enjoy 1 through 4.
You didn't enjoy 1 through 4? Really?
I really didn't. 5 was bad too. I didn't like 5 either. The only one that was decent this whole season for me was 6.
See, I think when it comes to you and I, at least through episodes 1 through 3, we did have a certain expectations going in. I don't know if we had it.
But that ain't what's happening with me. What's happening with me is I'm like, nothing is happening. It's just a bunch of boredom. I could totally turn The Boys on and just go to sleep.
I mean, okay.
Nothing excites me about that show.
Okay, I will get the first few scenes of season 1. That with Huey's girlfriend. Episode 1.
On season 1.
Yeah, we're in season 1.
You're talking about the very beginning.
Yeah, the girlfriend gets killed in like the most horrific of ways, and so that draws you in. There was never that moment in.
Well, yeah, but then they go and kidnap Translucent, so you're like, oh god.
Yeah,
what's going to happen here? Because Homelander's just to come and kill these fuckers.
Yeah.
So it kept you hooked.
Yeah.
Season 2.
You know what? I kind of agree with you on that one. I feel like there hasn't been that one thing in all this season.
The only thing that was like completely awesome about this season, I saw in the trailer when the whale got blown.
Yeah. I mean, look, overall, there's some character, like, I'm kind of in between. I'm not going to say it's as good as season 1. It's not as good to me as season 1. But there are...
Season 1 and season 2 is utter trash.
Yeah. But there is some character arcs that I do enjoy better in season 2 than I did in season 1.
Not me at all.
Not you at all?
The only thing I kind of felt was interesting was, the whole mother's milk part, like finding out about his OCD father. And his dad and that stuff like that. But other than that, nothing's really excited me.
I mean, there was some moments in episodes.
Stormfront to me was a letdown character.
Yeah.
I thought there was a lot more hype around her than what we got.
Yeah,
and I kind of feel like that was the problem with this season period, was it was all hype and no action.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's do that. Let's go through a list of the characters and you tell me where in season 2 or what is that season 2, whether they've lived up to expectations. Take Huey, for instance. Huey, I feel like I will agree with you, the first 4 episodes with Huey, I felt like Huey just wasn't Huey. I felt like he was real suicidal. He was really depressed. He kind of had that kind of angst about him that I did not enjoy. But I feel like in episode 5 and 6, I feel like it's kind of picked up.
For me, Huey and Butcher's power struggle made no sense throughout the whole season so far. And then it was like, all of a sudden, season 5, he calls Butcher calls him. I can't remember how that goes down.
My canary.
And then Butcher's like, you were always my canary, which was like saying you were always the one that kept me sane, like you kept me grounded.
Well, see, you
were my saving grace. And the only time I ever heard the whole canary thing be brought up was when MM said it to Butcher. Yeah. He's like, he's your canary. And Butcher's like, the fuck you on about?
I know. and then
all of a sudden he's like, oh, he was my canary.
And Butcher's aunt brings up that about his brother. Butcher's brother was always, when they were kids, was always the one that could calm him down, even though he was so weak. Yeah, being his anchor. I said, and she said, you kind of Huey reminds her of him.
Oh, so it probably reminds Butcher of him.
So
too.
that probably
that's
reminds Butcher of him too.
Yui was like his little brother, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
That could calm him down.
I missed some of this.
I enjoyed the ant. The ant was awesome. Like I enjoyed the drug dealer ant. Like that was awesome.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the little screw toy.
I didn't see all that coming. Like, the
with the dog. That was
screwing
awesome.
all the toys until he gives him a Homelander toy.
Yeah.
Homelander.
But I feel like when it comes to Huey in general, I feel like Huey is in episodes 5 and 6, since that power struggle has kind of gone away in 5 and 6. I feel like we're back to Huey, the old Huey.
Huey and Butcher.
Yes. Yeah.
Because, Butcher's basically suicidal, and I think the only thing that can stop that from happening is Huey. And, okay, look, I understand to an extent, but you're suicidal. Why? Because your wife was like, get out of here.
Yeah, basically because...
Get out of here because you called my kid a freak.
I know, like what did he expect her to do?
Okay, so
like that's her kid.
That,
you might not have
my
anything to do
issue with that is like, okay, so you've been thinking this woman was dead for like 10 years or however long, 8 or something like that. Then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I know she's not dead, but she doesn't want to be with me, so I'm gonna kill myself. You could live without her once.
I know. I kind of felt that way.
And if revenge is what kept you alive, if revenge is what kept you alive, you can still get revenge. Like Homelander still did this crap to you and caused all this.
Yeah, and resulted
it
didn't
still
really
change
anything.
It didn't change anything.
Yeah,
really. I get it sucks that she doesn't want to be with you, but you kind of brought that on yourself when you dissed her kid. Like
now Starlight did when in episode 6, she did bring it up to Homelander that she calls him, and I thought that was kind of funny.
A rapist?
No, she calls him Billy Butcher a bigot, and that he's a suit bigot. Basically, that he wants her dead for no other reason. It doesn't matter what she does for them or how good she is or what type of person.
That's true.
He does kind of. I mean, that's
he's like that with even in the first season. He's like playing tonsil hockey with the enemy. She hadn't done nothing at that point to make.
But okay,
he's like screw all suits.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, and see, you know who he reminds me of?
I had Starlight was one of my favorite characters in season 1. I have not enjoyed her in season 2. I don't enjoy. But it's mostly the story arc they're going with.
Look, Starlight to me is kind of like
talk about depressed.
Yeah,
Starlight.
Okay. Let me tell you just a few things about Starlight that is aggravating me in this. Starlight has kind of been like Becca is towards Billy Butcher. She was leading him on. Like, hey, we're gonna do this, and then
it's like in episode 4, I think, or 3 or 4. They have sex, both of them. Like, she has sex with Yui. Becca has sex with Butcher, and then they're like, psych.
Yeah, I know. Like, we're not gonna be with you.
Yeah, so I'm like,
just messing with you. What?
They're just horny or what?
Yeah, well, that's kind of the way I kind of.
Well, I can understand it with Becca. She's been like without sex for like 10 years.
She's been without anybody. I mean, just
besides
human
her kid.
Contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, which kind of makes you wonder. Okay, are these other people actors or are they kidnapped?
Well, I think they're like actors because she's got to take the kid to like piano class or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, don't you think this kid wonders like, why don't I have any friends?
Yeah, I know. Like, what's other kids? I know. I kind of feel that.
So I felt like Homelander had a point when he's like, what are you gonna do when he gets older and wants to go to a ball game or he wants to go to a real school?
I actually kind of thought that was the one time that Homelander made some really valid points about that. Where
with that situation, Now there's things that Homelander does and says that are like really smart. Yeah. But that was like legit. Like, what do you think you're going to be able to do when this happens? You think you're just going to be able to stay in a vault prison forever?
Yeah, and he tells him what's the difference between that and raising him in a laboratory. Not very much.
Yeah,
she does say, well, he's got his mother, but that doesn't change anything.
Not much.
That doesn't change much. But
I mean, like, what if like Homelander's basically was like, screw vault. You let me have something to do with the kid, I can get y'all out of here.
Yeah.
But
if Homelander went in there and was just like, "I'm getting you out," and
If
then
Homelander went in there and was like
Mhm.
to the guards and everything, was like, "I'm taking the fucking kid," how are they gonna stop him?
But see, that's a problem that I'm having these last couple of episodes. Is you know, at the very front of this, it was Homelander trying to have a relationship with his boy. Now it's like Homelander is like completely and totally
Because the
forgot
boy
about it.
like shoved him and was like, "I fucking hate you."
Yeah, I know. And then
So
after that, he's like,
it
"We're
like
done. We're
killed
done."
Homelander. He's like, I don't want to force it. I guess.
I mean, so I, but so,
But
but
if Homelander was really
now
the
it's kind of like
biggest douche in the world, like they're trying to make him out to be,
Mhm.
he would be like, I don't care if you hate me or not.
Yeah,
I'm taking my kid. Like,
yeah, I didn't really understand that either. Like, I mean, he could just easily just tell his kid, "Hey, you know
you're
what?
gonna be with me, or I'm gonna kill you,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
I'm gonna kill your mom.
yeah." I know he could have done all of that stuff, but he's not wanting that. So
He
that's
wanted
what
that kid.
Stormfront.
See, that's the thing.
That's
He
what
wants these
Stormfront's
people.
using against
He
him.
wants these people to love him. I think the
Mhm.
reason that Homelander is so bad is because the people he wants in his life
Mhm.
are lying to him. Like that's the whole thing. Like
Well,
he was good with everybody until they started lying
Yeah.
to him. And he's like, because remember when he
Yeah.
was with Doppelganger, he's like, how much is this guy supposed to take before he snaps?
Yeah.
They're all lying to him. Of
Yeah.
course he's mad.
Yeah.
He's talking about himself, you know.
Well, in a lot of ways, you're totally right. That's you hit the nail on the head on that one, because he got mad at Queen Maeve when he outed Queen Maeve as a lesbian. He goes and he's like, just stop lying to me. He just gets
He's like, no more lies.
Yeah, no more lies, and he's mad at A-Train.
And that's
he
what
just
he
made
said.
it all
He
those
said,
people.
and that's what he even said that he cracked to Starlight when he was like in the elevator. He was like, I'm not with you. And he's like, no more lies.
Mhm.
And she's like, no, I'm not with him because he broke my heart. She never said she wanted him dead. She said there's part of her that wants to blast his face off.
But then it always kind of worried me in the
So
end.
that's how she was able to get the lie to Homelander.
Yeah.
Was because she was telling the truth about what she was saying.
That's fair. That's a very valid point. Overall, I feel like Starlight. Starlight is one of my least. Like, she wasn't one of my favorite characters.
She was mine in season 1. In season 2,
I just hate her.
She's pretty much she's at the.
I feel like she wants to have it
she's
both
towards
ways.
the bottom, but Queen Maeve has never really been a character I care either way about.
No, Queen Maeve. They put her in so much in the background that I just don't really.
And now they're trying to put her in the front, like with the whole.
Yeah, with her relationship with the I forget
being a lesbian and all that, you know.
But then it's they're even kind of making that whole thing about her being a lesbian is just for a joke, basically. That's the way I kind of look at it. It's like they're trying to. That was a way they could do a marketing ploy and all that other kind of stuff.
I think it was more like, oh, society wants us to talk about this, but we're gonna turn it into a joke instead of something serious because we're the boys and that's what the fuck we do.
Yeah, and
oh, you want us to go on an apology tour? How about you make us apologize for this?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
so I mean, overall, I kind of felt like, I would agree with you on that. I feel like
now. Honestly, though, Frenchie's one of my least favorite characters on this season.
I like him in this season.
I liked him in the first season.
I liked him in the first season. I like him in the second season. I
didn't like him in the second season better. It was like, no, I just didn't. It was.
I didn't understand his point in season 1. Like, I didn't really get it.
I don't understand his point in this. What, to get pissed off that Kimiko don't really want to be with him, to go do some drugs, and
but he makes his point at the end of season 6. He was
episode 6. That's the only time he matters in this whole season, though. That's what I'm saying. You can't wait until season 6 out of 8 to make a character make me give a shit.
I would agree with you. I didn't understand the Kimiko Frenchie relationship.
I didn't understand that since season 1.
Until I didn't understand, but in episode 6, he makes that one comment to her. He's like, I thought I could save myself by saving you. And he says, I realize I can't do that now. It's just
you realize that now when they all told you that from the get-go? Like Butcher, MM, they all said the same thing to you. And then your crazy-ass ex-girlfriend says it. And you're like, oh.
I kind of feel like that too. I kind of feel like when it comes to Frenchie, I feel bad for him now, especially after episode 6. I feel bad because he's just a man that was trying to do the right thing, that the wrong circumstances happened to him. I feel like this between him and Lamplighter, this reaction, I'm excited about Lamplighter. Like I thought Lamplighter was going to be like this character that was just going to be like he's going to be in it for like 20 minutes and then he was going to die. Like I thought Stormfront was going to kill him.
Okay, here's my thing with that. If he had died, I wouldn't have gave a shit. But that's my issue.
Now.
I don't have any character on that show that I'm like, if they die, I'm pissed.
Really?
No.
See, that's so. I'm with you that I am upset with how they went with season 2, but I don't hate it so bad.
I thought season 1 was amazing. I thought season 2 has been utter trash.
Yeah, I remember I was talking about, is this the greatest show that's on television?
Yeah,
right now?
I mean, it was like, you remember last year, we were like, or last season, I was like, boys, Umbrella Academy. Now I'm kind of like Umbrella Academy boys, although I am tired of Umbrella Academy to an extent because I
watch our reviews.
We binge watched the crap out of it so we could do those reviews. But if I hadn't just like did that for the channel, I probably still would be into Umbrella Academy. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna watch it when it comes back out next year.
Do you want to know the difference between me and the Umbrella Academy and the boys? I think they're a great comparison. But to me, I enjoyed the comics with the Umbrella Academy where I didn't enjoy the comics with the boys.
Well, I didn't read the comics with either one, so in that aspect, you're above me there.
Yeah, but to me, that is what sets the Umbrella Academy.
But the Umbrella Academy,
I enjoyed both.
But the Umbrella Academy, to be fair, the Umbrella Academy wasn't the comics of the Umbrella Academy wasn't written as a parody like the boys was though. So that matters too. That makes it more serious in a way. You know,
it was a more natural of a regular comic book. Yeah,
Superman and Captain America had baby. Here come Homelander.
Yeah, basically. I know, but that's kind of one thing. But I kind of feel like as far as Frenchie though,
Black Noir came straight off of Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, I know he did. I mean, he's such a ripoff. I was surprised they didn't get sued for it. But the way I kind of feel like he's like not just that, like every ninja movie that's ever been made has a Black Noir in it.
Yeah.
I mean, just everyone.
I heard they were going to do a reboot of Mortal Kombat, like the movies. I'll show you. But
I would be excited about that, but can't be any worse than
the
other one.
Man, that's crap. That is crap.
What?
Out of all these movies out of all these video games that they took and turned into movies, Mortal Kombat was by far the best one. Go watch Street Fighter with Jean-Claude Van Damme and tell me that's a good fucking movie.
That is not a good
Mortal Kombat was better.
Oh man. You're putting me on the spot because I could go on a rant about that I would actually.
Well, we're gonna make some videos about that later.
That's gonna be a video we're definitely gonna do. I would put that Street Fighter movie above all of those ones, and I'm not even joking.
Did you get some drugs from Butcher's Ass?
I want some. There was a horrible movie, but at least that was a laughable movie.
Man. Mortal Kombat was way better.
That part where that one,
the story is better,
like,
the acting is better.
And you will die. Like that movie with that woman. Yeah, you don't remember that? Where it's like
that said that.
No, she's the girl's like, I don't know the characters too well off.
You talking about Street Fighter?
Yes. No, Mortal Kombat.
He's definitely a guy.
She goes and she's like, Mother, you're alive, and she's like, I am alive, but you are dead. I'll show it to you on YouTube after this.
That might have been the second one.
I'll show it to you on the second one. I think it was the second one.
No, I'm talking about Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
I'm not talking about the sequels.
Original.
I'm talking about Mortal Kombat when it goes from, as far as they did like Street Fighter, they did Mortal Kombat, they did a couple other ones. That one's by Mortal Kombat.
All right,
was by far the best.
You might have a point on that, but I'll check that.
But anyway.
Yeah. But anyways, what I wanted to say about Frenchie was, to me, I thought Lamplighter and Frenchie are really connected, so we can kind of do both in that regard. But I feel like Frenchie is episode 6 really fleshed out Frenchie. Episode 5 kind of did it a little bit more. Now, as far as Lamplighter is concerned, I thought I was going to hate this guy, but I actually liked him. He's the guy off of Smallville that played what is Lois Lane's little sidekick? Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen.
Or is it Jimmy Olsen? Jimmy.
It's
Jimmy. Whatever.
Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah. but I mean, he plays that guy. I like that. I like that guy. I like that character.
He's Lamplighter?
Yeah. I like that. I like that guy.
You like the actor?
I like the actor, but I also like the character of Lamplighter. Lamplighter is turned into this guy where he's
they're trying to make him look like a good guy, and he's still not a good guy.
He's not a good guy. He's not a good guy.
But they're trying to make him into one.
They're trying to make him into at least
a misunderstood,
villain.
Well,
but when it comes,
I mean, I can't say much. I like a Homelander.
Huh?
I can't say too much. I like Homelander.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I like Homelander to a certain extent too. But with Lamplighter, I feel like they're adding some more texture to who he was because he was going after that Mallory woman. He accidentally kills those kids.
You don't accidentally burn up some kids, man.
Well, I think that's actually kind of what happened.
That doesn't happen.
But I thought it's
you accidentally set some babies on fire.
Well, I think he accidentally set the house on fire. And
he intentionally set the house on fire.
Well, I mean, he set the house on fire.
Okay,
she was
but let me explain this. My point of view on this. He accidentally sets the house on fire. Realizes there's kids burning alive, and you're telling me you're a superhero with all kinds of superhero friends, and you couldn't get to these fucking kids.
Well, that's one thing that you learn though is he didn't contact. When he got blackmailed by the boys, he didn't even tell.
What I'm saying is, you are a superhero. You could have tried to get to them kids.
I would agree with you on that.
He didn't try.
But see, I kind of
feel like, no, I gotta live with the screams. Well, that's your own fucking fault.
I'll admit, I'm a little bit disappointed by his powers, though. I thought his powers. He's not able to create fire. He's able to use that staff. What he uses is just like a little lighter fire. Now. Yeah, he basically is like the Aang of the thing where
which I thought that was weak too.
He's able to do that.
Okay, well, almost anybody can do that with a spray can.
Literally, yes. That's basically.
Well, give me some spray paint, a lighter, and I'll be.
You can be a part of the 7. But that's seriously, and he even does. He even does that. He flips that lighter, and then he, is like going to push it out.
Like, oh my god. Yeah, I saw that too. I don't know. I don't care for that character. Like I said, though, I'm just down on the boys, man. And almost anything you say, I'm going to find something negative about.
And I understand your frustration with it. I do understand. We've had this conversation a million times when it comes to other shows, too. There are certain shows where, I have high expectations for shows, and I think the highest about them. And I tell you, a lot of Netflix shows.
Even if I had no expectations for this show, like I had never seen the trailer for this season, nothing, I would still be pissed because the season just sucks. It's not even so much about I had better expectations; it just sucks.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's more for me personally. I understand you don't like the episodes in general that you've seen, but for me, it was expectations that really hurt.
I mean, that helped too. That played a part in it too. But I'm just bored with it, man.
I just kind of feel like they kind of ruined.
I thought, like I said, we've done videos over this in the past, and so things that we were wanting or things we were expecting just aren't coming to fruition. Like I wanted Deep to have a bigger role. He has not.
Deep has not had a bigger role.
I wanted A-Train to have a bigger role. He has not.
Yep. You're right. They haven't fleshed out. I felt like they, in that one episode, fleshed out Lamplighter and made me feel for Lamplighter more than what they've done with the Deep and A-Train all together. And I hate that part. I actually kind of like A-Train. I like the Deep too. I like
the Deep, but I really like the Deep. I mean A-Train, because like even though he was like, oh yeah, I choked on the bitch's molar. Yeah, I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
But other than that, he really wasn't just like.
He's that guy. He's a survivor. He even kind of talks about that you don't mess with the money. You remember that? Like he's like,
I was poor.
Yeah.
I finally made it. You fucking with my money.
Yeah, and I felt like that was a brilliant statement he made.
Like when she was like, money doesn't matter, and he's like, who says that? People who have money. Up with it.
I know.
He was like, I come from the ghetto and finally got to this point.
Yeah.
And don't fuck with
that's kind of the way, and I understand that. personally, I definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when
that's
I hear,
like when he
I
was
want to
like,
slap somebody
he
that
was
says
like-
money doesn't
he's
matter.
like,
Money matters a lot.
You want to take down Vaught? Go take down Vaught.
Yeah.
Never ever fuck with the money.
Yeah.
Like, and I
I
feel
mean,
that. Like,
I get
but
that too.
I mean, so honestly, I guess if I had to pick a character I like the most this season, it probably would be A-Train, even though he's had such a small part. At least he's the realest.
All right. When you bring up A-Train, we can go to A-Train. A-Train, I feel bad for A-Train by that he's kind of been pushed aside. I kind of thought that there was going to be more of A-Train and Starlight kind of confrontation. But after that one initial confrontation,
or like
if
they were going to end up working together some way because
they're in a movie together.
I mean, They're kicking him out of 7.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to be like, well, fuck Vault. I'll go help people that want to take Vault down.
Could very well be. But I'll tell you, that's another thing when it comes to A-Train. How did that stupid church thing that was that the Deep is a part of? He gives the A-Train a Fresca, and he's like, "Here, I can help you get
Frescas, man. That's what makes you join, or what? I'm still wondering about these Frescas
because it's either a running joke or either it's something that's going to be a big thing. But
is there compound V in the Frescas or what?
But while A-Train is sitting there at talking to the preacher of that church, that preacher says, "Well, you know, you're you've had all these heart attacks, blah blah blah. Vought doesn't want you because of this, this, and this, and they know all the secrets of Vought. The church does, and
because Stormfront's running that bitch."
Well, I almost kind of wondered that. That's actually something.
But if Stormfront was running the church, she wouldn't let A-Train in.
Well, that's what she keeps. Yeah, but see, okay, when you brought up running the church, she made that one comment to A-Train. She says, "Well, I was a part of the church until they started letting in undesirables." And when she said that, she's looking at she's making these racist comments without
actually making them.
She
can get away with it. But maybe it's not A-Train. Maybe she's talking about the Deep.
But
they let him in, and he was a rapist or something. Like,
I actually kind of think she's talking about A-Train in that regard.
I don't think she's talking. You know what? I bet she's not. I bet she's talking about that guy who recruited the Deep.
She could be
the hot guy or whatever.
She could be talking. Well, I'm sure she's. I think it's just a broad thing. Anybody that's black, brown, or anything, or Jewish or any of that. Yeah. Because that was a big controversy.
Everything's going to be a controversy about the boys. If you can't handle it, click off.
Yeah, I mean,
fucking watch it.
When you're dealing with the boys, you're just going to have to deal with controversy. I'm sorry, you're going to hear things you don't like.
Oh, you think it didn't like set the wrong way with me when Billy Butcher was like, "God's just a big old cunt."
Yeah, I know.
But I didn't just be like, "Screw this show, let's boycott it."
I know. I was that way too. I was actually, to be honest with you, I was actually more upset at Starlight.
That's because you've hated her from.
I just hated her because I thought she'd come off as smug on that.
They all did.
I just didn't do that.
Butcher, all of them.
I feel like Butcher's just a cynical guy that would have said that about anything. There's no one that he would have said that.
He was talking to a priest. He wanted confrontation.
He would have said that to the mailman. He would have said that about the mail. He would have done that about anything that he thought would piss you off.
Yeah,
I feel like it'd be that way. The only people he wouldn't do that to is about his dog and about his wife, and that's it.
Like I said earlier, man, Stormfront's been a big letdown for me. I mean, we're finding things out that are interesting, but as a whole, I expected a lot more out of that character.
Yeah, I would agree with that. With Stormfront?
Yeah.
See, Stormfront is so mysterious. When you brought up being a part of that church, I'm really wondering if, and I never really thought about that too much, about her being over the church, and that's how the church knows so much secrets of Vought. I actually am starting to think, because of what went on in episode 5 and 6 about, the revealing of her being Lady Liberty.
Oh, I definitely think she run Vought.
Yeah. Yeah. I think she's definitely overbought. But okay, it just kind of doesn't make sense. Some things that went on with Vought since she left. Like I don't understand. Some of the people that is overbought.
Yeah, that because she's
That
like
Stan
Nazi.
Edgar and things like
She's
that.
Nazi and stuff like that.
Why
She
would you
have
let Stan Edgar?
Yeah.
Be over it. So I mean, I don't really quite understand that. But
And then
when
if she's in control of Vought, when he's like comes in there talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, we gotta fix this fuck up," and they're all like, "Well, we're gonna fix your fuck up."
yeah, because when I'm sitting there watching the episode, when I'm sitting there watching the episode, I'm like, how does she know about this place where they're creating these superhero or
And like,
these
how does she know that Starlight was the one that exposed them?
how did she know? Seemed like these more in-depth things when she's completely and totally new to the team. Even if she was back there in the 70s, that still wouldn't explain how she knows so much about now. What's going on now with
Because she's
people.
always had control of it, man. Like
But when
ever
she-
since original Vault died, because he created her back in World War II.
Yeah.
I mean, so she's actually been around doing this since the 40s.
Which she said, yes, she said she was born in 1919. So she's been almost there since World War One. But see, that's the weird thing.
Oh yeah. I was thinking World War II. So
well,
with
World War
the
II, she was a
Nazi,
part in World War II with the Nazis because there's
so
that
she
picture
was
with her
already
and
was she
Himmler and Goebbels and all that.
already was she already a suit by that point, or is that when she became a suit?
See, that's my biggest question about it.
How old does she look?
Because,
How would you say she looks?
Probably
30?
early 30s.
So let's see, it's 1919. So yeah, like 40 something.
Yeah,
when she became a suit,
probably. But okay,
or unless she still ages and she just ages super slow, then it's hard to tell. Now, if that's when she stopped aging, that's obviously what age she was when she became a suit.
Edgar did, a couple episodes back, did make that comment that the first,
like episode 2 or 3 when he tells Homelander that
with the story of the
superhero.
Nazis, you
think superhero company, but we're actually pharmacy.
Yeah, but he makes
that reference about Vought.
Yeah, about how
being a scientist for Hitler and
But he makes that reference, that one reference to they first started doing the experiments on the Dachau. I don't know how to say it. That concentration. German concentration camp,
the Jewish concentration camp. So why would a Nazi scientist make Jewish suits?
I'm wondering that
don't
too.
You think they would wake up and realize they have powers and be like, "We're going to kill Hitler"?
Yeah, that's like to me. I was like, okay, I know they're trying and make them out to be malicious, but it almost kind of seems like they're trying to help people. Like,
unless these Jews were like, "Oh, we see Hitler's side," like unless they were like.
Not unless they think it makes them so crazy that
what is it when
they could see Hitler's side? I don't know.
What's the word when they're like
brainwashed?
No, not brainwashed, but they're like I don't know.
I think I know what you're talking about.
They're like they work with the enemy against their own people, not a traitor,
double spy.
But there's like a word. I don't know.
But way I kind of look
like
at
a friendly or some shit.
But does that mean that she is Jewish?
Maybe she's a Jew, but believed in Hitler's cause. Like, screw everybody else. Let's just keep white people.
But see, I wonder if she was one of the people that was at the concentration camp that was then brought into.
What if she was like a Nazi soldier that was at that concentration camp and they turned her into a suit?
Could very well have been. Could very well have been. Because I didn't really understand. There's that picture of her with Goebbels and all the high-ranking people, and she makes that comment that Vought, her husband Vought, was actually the most powerful man in the room.
You realize,
so that's a pretty big.
You definitely realize that she.
So you could be right on that.
She is definitely head of some kind of Nazi group now because, like she said, like she told Homelander, she's like,
"Oh, there's no doubt she's part of a Nazi group."
The head of it,
yeah,
because she told Homelander, "You got fans, I got soldiers."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, she's always, even from the very beginning of this season, she's been trying to make militias. Like I mean, she's trying to work on people's animosity towards things, and one of it was against superheroes. But at this point,
and then she told Homelander that too. She's like, having fans is great and all. You got all these followers and stuff like that. You don't need everyone to love you.
Yeah.
You just need a bunch of people pissed off.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, and that actually, you
don't need thousands of people to love you. You need 100 people pissed off.
It's kind of like that.
What she said.
Who was it? It was somebody.
Let's face it, white supremacist groups. That's all it is. It's a bunch of pissed off motherfuckers.
Yeah. Well, you need somebody point in that direction and say, these are the bad guys, and follow me on this. Like we've talked about in a couple of our Star Wars videos, or different little things like that, about how the fandom was pissed off at first at Kathleen Kennedy and about how Disney was doing things, and then all of a sudden now they can't find anything good to say about the one thing that they love the most. And the thing. So I mean, it's kind of like you point them in a direction, and then they just fall into that of hate everything.
Yeah, hate feeds hate. I mean,
basically, you're right on that.
It's like what you're saying about it was like first it was Kathleen Kennedy, now it's like Disney's racist. Now it's
it just keeps going and going.
And that's
like
what
they don't
hate
see
does.
anything.
Hate feeds hate, and hate creates more hate. And okay, if I hate you for hating white people, now I'm part of the fucking problem.
Yeah, now you're starting to be the part of the problem.
That's what I'm saying. Now I'm part of the problem, and I hate you because you've made me part of the problem. Now you hate me because I hate you, which is part of the problem. That's why the world is so fucked now.
Yeah, and
really,
and that's what they're always talking about toxic fandom. And you find it,
hate feeds hate,
but you find it with some of these other things. I know, I found it going into some of these fan groups myself. Like, I'm not a huge Daenerys fan, and I'll go into some of these fan sites on even Facebook, for Game of Thrones, and I'm just putting the word Daenerys, and they're like, I hope you die. Like, what?
Wouldn't you?
I know.
Wouldn't you kill your?
Yeah. There was one person that asked me the other day. They're like, oh well, if somebody killed your
dog.
Friend, your dog or something, wouldn't you go and murder their family? That tells a lot about who you are.
No, that tells a lot about who you are. You crazy motherfucker.
I was thinking that actually tells a lot about who you are.
Yeah.
Because I would not do that. Because that's horrible. That's twisted and sick and messed up in so many ways.
So but
I mean, there is toxic fandom, and there's toxic just press and things like that.
I'm still interested to see how
she's a part of that.
I'm still interested to see how this season plays out, but I'm just.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited about it.
It's been a struggle for me to get through these episodes. Is my issue. Like before, I watched the whole season 1 in like a day, maybe a day and a half. Stayed up, just watched every episode. With this, I'm like, crap! It's Friday, and new episode's out.
There's no doubt that I have. I haven't.
How many times have you called me and been like, "You watched the new episode, boys?" I'm like, "Fuck no."
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm like, get to work, man. It's like I'll get to it. But see, that is the difference. I have noticed with you on that one. But I mean, when it comes to the boys, you're not as excited. I haven't hated it. I've enjoyed this season, but I'm not as enthused about it.
Okay, be honest. You enjoyed these last 2 episodes. You didn't.
I enjoyed the last 2 episodes. No, the first 3 episodes, I was like, these are decent, but they're not what I expected.
Definitely the first 4 for me, at least.
Yeah, I mean, there's
5 and 6 were decent, but like I said earlier, you can't go halfway through the season and then expect the last 4 episodes to salvage your season. Right?
I know how it is, at least with me. If I'm not excited to catch the next episode the moment that it drops, like that's the way I was with the Mandalorian. Like as soon as it the moment it dropped, I was like, boom, I'm watching this.
Buddy. I wouldn't like that with that either.
But see, I like that. I like that show. I was excited about it.
Umbrella Academy. As soon as that came out. As soon as season 2 came out, I was like, I'm watching this.
Yeah, we binge watched all one day.
But I was looking forward to it. Even if we hadn't
Yeah.
been doing this
Yeah.
channel, I'd have been looking forward to Umbrella
You've
Academy.
been binge watching it anyways.
Yeah.
I would have too. I mean,
But I'm like, every Friday, I'm like, oh my God, I have to watch this new episode.
I know.
And then this Friday, I was like, crap, I got to watch 2 episodes.
I know. But I mean, when it comes...
And me not being excited is why I'm missing things in the episodes too.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was excited in these last 2 episodes to find out how that CIA head exploded. Turns out to be somebody from that Grove. That was actually kind of interesting. And we actually get to meet that person
and find out how powerful she is,
and probably more powerful than, I don't know.
So why is she taking orders from Stormfront? Why don't she just kill the bitch?
Who?
The girl.
The girl's messed up in the head big time.
Because she keeps committing all these dirty deeds for Stormfront.
Stormfront comes in the door and shoots her, and we think she's dead. And then you find her hitchhiking at the end of the thing. That person's going to die because she can just look at somebody and be like,
"Oh, whoever gives her a ride."
Yeah, well, it's just like people.
Okay,
are
Stormfront shot her though. You don't think she's going to go kill Stormfront?
Well, I think she's gonna be an integral part of future seasons because she is powerful.
Maybe you would need to go get with that soup.
You want to yeah. You want to know one thing that is kind of bothering me about the boys when it comes to superpowers? Everybody in the thing is bulletproof. Like it's like that. Girl gets hit.
Okay,
Stormfront's bulletproof.
It seems like everybody.
Bulletproof.
It seems like every soup is bulletproof except Starlight.
Yeah, I know.
She's the only one that's scared of dying.
But she even talks about it in episode 6. She says, "You remember when you shot?" She tells Billy Butcher, "Remember when you shot me in the chest?"
That was like tasers.
But it hurt her or something. I don't know.
Electrocuted her.
Yeah. But I remember, there was something. I don't remember what it was like.
Because he shot her with them and they stuck in her and she just electrocuted her so he could get, because she was going to arrest Yui, if not kill him.
Yeah, but I remember even with Black Noir. Black Noir is another one that he is, he can't be blown up. Like, I'm sick and tired of all these having any different powers.
And they all heal fast because A-Train got his legs snapped.
Yep. But see, it's like the Flash. It's like the Flash. If you shoot the Flash in the head, he's going to die. But if you shoot Batman in the head, he's going to die. If you shoot Superman in the head, he's not going to die. Like there's different. That's
like every hero.
Different heroes have different powers.
Right.
Like Aquaman can't stop bullets. Like, I mean, he can block them, but he can't stop them.
He can slow them down if he jumps in the water.
Yeah, I guess he could slow him down if he jumps in the water and get it off.
He got in the water and just could stop the water from moving. The bullet would quit moving.
You want to know who's pissed off at the deep? Aquaman, because he killed his dolphin. I mean, Aquaman is like, there's got to be some form of Me Too movement down there.
Let me tell you, if I was the deep, I would not want Jason Momoa knocking on my door about a fucking dolphin.
He's like, what did you do with my dolphin? You did what? You did what?
After he ripped it.
I know.
But anyway, I mean,
I'm excited.
I thought you were being serious. I thought you meant like Jason Momoa was pissed off over the character of the deep at first, and then you were like, no, he killed his dolphin and his whale and his lobsters.
I mean, that's got to be like some kind of cousin or something for Aquaman, best buddy. Guy watches football or something like that.
Something.
But I mean, overall, I'm excited.
Well, you know who Aquaman's favorite team is? It's the Dolphins.
Have fun with that, Aquaman. but yeah, overall,
there's no other aquatic football team.
It's gotta be.
Oh wait.
Oh my goodness, there is. It is there. There isn't. I didn't even think about that. But why?
Buccaneers. I guess.
Kinda. I guess you could say Buccaneers. Raiders. You could.
No. Vikings. You could.
Yeah,
too.
because
so I would only count. Yeah. I would only count Miami.
That's kind of weird. I never even thought about it that way, but that is it's
How
true.
come there's not like a
True.
shark team or something? Like,
Think instead of a dolphin, Miami Dolphins, I would go with, I don't know, the Miami Sharks, Miami Jaws, Miami
stingrays, something.
Yeah, I know, something like that. Well, Devil.
That's baseball.
Yeah, baseball has some aquatic
Devil
names.
Rays.
Yeah. But anyways,
Hockey's
overall,
got some too.
yeah, hockey does
San
too,
Jose
which is
Sharks.
from a landlocked country. And a lot of, well, I guess it's
San
not a
Jose is
landlocked country.
California. They're not landlocked.
No, I was talking about Canada.
Oh look, here's like
I guess
when
it's
in
not
the hell?
landlocked.
Never mind. This is not even supposed to be talking about right.
Yeah, but
Why is the Pittsburgh's hockey team the Penguins?
I don't know. I've wondered
Penguins
that
in
too.
Pittsburgh. But anyway,
But
I'm gonna keep watching it. I just don't like this season. And I'm sure everyone else on this planet, except for maybe my wife, agrees. Disagrees with me.
Look, I'm excited. I'll tell you what I'm excited for before we get off here. I am excited for to figure out if Stormfront is overbought. I mean,
Stormfront's over everything. It wouldn't surprise me if they're like, "Oh, this
Wouldn't
is the president of the United States."
Yeah, it wouldn't me at this point either.
Or Homelander. If he runs for president, he would get the votes.
I'll tell you another thing.
Think about that.
Yeah.
He's always talking about how many people love him.
Yeah, I know. Another thing that I'm
Better
actually
than Biden.
Yeah, but at least he knows where he's at.
He's like kissing his granddaughter. His granddaughter's kissing him.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I got that thought, man. Thanks, Lance. Well, no, I'm voting for it. Not bad. But
if my options were Homelander or Biden, I would still vote Homelander.
Yeah, probably. But either way, when it comes to season 2, the only thing that I'm excited about is to find out more about Stormfront. I'm actually curious about the Lamplighter situation. I want to know if he's going to survive.
I kind of want to see if they're going to bring in some more heroes from the past instead of.
Well,
because there's some other ones besides Lamplighter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Some more, like some different ones.
You know what? If it's anything like the comics, you're going to start seeing more teams.
I'm still looking forward to seeing Soldier Boy. So I know you're not.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of iffy on Soldier Boy. I'm excited about Jensen Ackles. But I'm not excited about his character.
Unless they do it different than the comic. Because this show hasn't followed the comic book to a T.
No.
If it had, we would already found out some things about Black Noir.
Yeah. Well, you've kind of found some of those things out towards the very end too. But there is hints.
We would already know Black Noir is a clone, though.
There's no way. Let's just put it this way. I don't see how they could do the Homelander thing with Black Noir with the way it is, because it's clearly,
that Homelander's doing
Homelander. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe just because we read what kind of character Soldier Boy was in the comic, don't mean that's what he's going to be on the show.
And I kind of hope it's that way at least. That's kind of my thing on it. But overall, guys, I guess that's about it. You got anything else to add about it?
I'm going to bed.
You're going to bed? Overall, I'm excited about episode 7. You're not.
I'm excited because I have hopes that it's going to get better, because episode 6 was decent.
Yeah, episode 6 was decent.
Episode
5 was.
I'm not dredging the last 2.
Episode 6, was
I'm
awesome.
not dreading the last 2 episodes like I did the first 5.
We didn't talk about, and I have to bring this up, the penis guy. Wrapping around Mother's Milk's neck. And
it was like, was that
we said that
yeah,
to the
yeah,
end? Like, that should have been the very first thing to come out of our mouth.
And M&M's like, was that a? And they're all like, yeah, that was a dick on
Yeah.
You were choking on a cock.
First it broke through the window, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's not what I think it is.
Yeah,
they definitely went there. That alone was one of the funniest. Yeah. It did look like it. I'm not even joking. That's the way it actually seriously looked. But
I liked that game.
That was a great game. We'll talk about that here. I love that game. I love the cartoon too.
Oh man,
But-
I gotta get you past that thing before I leave. Though.
Yeah. Talk about Borderlands after this. But anyways, guys, I think that's about it. Yeah. Terrible we didn't get to talk about the giant worm dick or anything.
What?
But that's
What's that a shame?
because it's the. I'm not gonna lie, it was one of the funniest parts of this whole season.
No, the funniest part of this whole season was giving his dog a fuck toy of Homelander.
That was funny.
Well,
But
he's
see,
like,
all of these things
"Go
have happened
fuck
like the
Homelander."
last 3 episodes.
That's my point.
Yeah.
You're gonna do all this crap the last few episodes and expect it to
Yeah.
save your show.
Yeah,
No.
I kind of agree with you on that
But
one.
anyway, that's my thoughts.
Yeah.
We've probably gone on way too long as is.
Yeah.
And there's a screaming kid.
Yeah.
So
that means it's time to go.
game over.
All right, guys. As always, don't forget if you enjoy our content, subscribe, like, and share, and leave us a comment.
Yeah.
Tell me how right I am and how wrong he is. Goodbye, guys. We're burning up in here. It's hot. It's Texas weather.
I'm out. Man.